I'm gonna have to re-record all of this because there was an annoying high-pitched hum in the back of this entire video. Great. Ever since I was a young kid, I've been very fascinated by the world of offices. The mundane sights really took a hold of me. I'm making these videos to see if anybody else wants to like this stuff. You can tell I'm a little annoyed. This is the episode 6, and this is going to be about ceiling tiles. Or drop ceilings, whatever you want to call them. Ceiling tiles are mostly used for hiding industrial things like wires and pipes and stuff, and they're also used for noise dampening and to make lights more efficient with their bright white color bouncing light off into the floor. They didn't really appear as we see today until the early 1900s, but they were there before then. They were used mainly for noise dampening. There was a theater in England which used a very similar type of panel to dampen noise. And in Japan, for a long time, these ceiling tiles were just used for art, and they look pretty nice. It's pretty nice, right? Around the 1950s, 1960s era, we got about 7 patents all like in a row, which really set in the groundwork for these use in office. Now, you can see some of these. They have pictures of fluorescent lightings, which were around back then, and many people are very interested in fluorescent lighting of the 1950s and 60s and how their idiosyncrasies with how they don't really start up in the cold and you need to... It's really cool. I could never get into it. I mean, I don't want to really bother with that, but it seems really nice. You can also see in this patent the different kinds of designs and the way they lay in, the way they slide in. These designs are still around today, but most of them either lay in or kind of, go a little bit beyond the lay. You still push them up and out of the way. But some of them, you can see in the patents that you actually have to remove one along the edge of the wall and then slide them out. Think about, I don't know, sliding out. I have no metaphor. But yeah, you have to slide them all out individually if you have to get to like one in the middle, so that makes it very annoying. Nowadays, most of these are Armstrong brand or a very similar brand, and they use this grid system on the ceiling. Now, nowadays they're made out of fiberglass, which is a pretty good material. You can make ladders out of it, and you can make boats out of it, and cars out of it, and there's a race of cone-headed aliens which like to eat it, and that's a very esoteric reference, so maybe I shouldn't bring it up, but oh well. They used to be made out of asbestos, like pretty much everything that we know. I'm going to do a video on something else that was made out of asbestos, and here's a hint. It's the opposite of the ceiling. Come on, you know what it is. But I'm not going to say it out loud. Let's take a look-see here. Sometimes they were made out of ramen. Oh, wood wool. If you've ever been to an old high school, you've probably seen this lying around. In fact, take a look at my office right
even
here.
in the workroom. That's wood wool
on the ceiling? It's wood wool.
It's about the same dimensions as regular tiles.
Many things are hidden in ceiling tiles. Fire suppression systems, pipes, wire conduits, Ethernet conduits, vents, drugs, second cell phones for science teachers. What else? That's about it. There's probably more. I mean, well, like most things in life, they can break and decay away. When they get water damage, they turn this horrible brown color, as you can see in some of this background footage that I'm definitely putting up. And when they break, they look like this, and sometimes they're just not there at all. There's just a big hole in the ceiling where a tile should be. This is probably one of the silliest and most autistic things that I've ever done. But I had my go at making my own. Now, this is just some ready board from the Dollar Tree. And I had a horrible little device which I can't find, but it was just a bunch of pencils glued to a board, and I just went and I made these holes. Now, I was going to put it on the ceiling, but I don't know if I'm willing to spend $40, $50 to do this, especially if something happens and they all come down, and then I'm going to have to stick them back up or throw them away, and then it's $40 down the drain. But it would make me really, really happy if I did that, wouldn't it? Another day. What else is there? Oh, this is a ridiculously dumb tangent, but they appear in a lot of video games too. Half-Life, Half-Life 2, Counter-Strike Source is the Office map. I love the Office map. And Left 4 Dead. If you ask me why I chose all Valve games, forget about it. Actually, no, don't forget about it, because while I was doing the research, I remembered kind of my obsession with CS Office, and there are these paper boxes in the office. Now, for a while, I thought Ultracoat was just like a made-up brand, but then I realized something when I found some old office supplies, that Ultracoat is a fake brand, but the logo? No, not at all. I'll put up some pictures of the paper boxes, but take a look at this. That's the same U that's in the video game on this Universal 3x5 notebook from 1998. Now, this got me down a rabbit hole of paper boxes, and seeing as I am somebody who works in a school, which, if you've ever been to a school, they love to reuse things. And oftentimes, they'll be sitting there for years on years. Well, in a French room, sorry for all the noise, I found something amazing. That top box, look at these vintage paper boxes. I got this one today from my college, so we're not going to count that, but I love these boxes. Take a look at this Georgia Pacific one. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. Let's take a look, see? Well, I think that's about it for the ceiling tiles. There's a few other things that I wanted to mention. I'm a businessman now. Now, I tried to break into the world of office supplies. No doubt inspired by my love of offices. So I figured, why not try and capitalize on it. Unfortunately, with brands like Staples and all those big guys, you can't really break in. But what can't they do? Vintage. That's the simple thing. I love the vintage office supplies, why not sell them? Here's my eBay store, Polaris Office Supplies. And you go on eBay and just look at polaris.office. I have a few things listed there. Just trying to dump them, really. But if I can make somebody happy with a good deal on a vintage supply, that's great. And take a look at these business cards. I made them myself. I got a die cut, and I used my mother's Sizex machine. And, it just looks amazing. I love them. They're little folders. I have 1 million of them. What else? Well, I have a filing cabinet now. I use it to, I use this to store my, packing material and the like. It's good. It does what I need it to do. Alright. Well, I swear if these have a hum, I'm going to kill somebody, but, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you like it. I know it's a weird thing to ask, and I don't really like asking it, but, I figure maybe people just don't remember to. Though I have a good couple subscribers, mainly close friends. But, yeah. I hope you have a great day. And in the next video, it'll either be about the thing that's the opposite of a ceiling, or staplers. And honestly, my money is on staplers because I fell down a little bit of a rabbit hole. Just a little bit of a rabbit hole. So, keep on the lookout. Sorry for the hiatus again. Signing off.